back and understand that without all of us here, what we're doing for these kids would not be possible, okay? So keep that in mind. Let's get into it. The Foundation Popos Hormiguitas is a public charity dedicated to bringing relief to people in dire circumstances in Nicaragua. It has been granted public charity status by the IRS of the United States of America, which is called the 501c3 nonprofit organization. Very important that we know that, so you understand how the charity became and that it is legitimate, and that 99.9% of everything gets to these kids, these mothers, and those that need help, those who are in dire need. Many people ask me, even today, what does Popos Hormiguitas mean? Okay, now for a lot of the Spanish-speaking people, we know what hormiguita means. I still haven't figured out Popos, but we'll make it our own thing today. How about that? Hormiguitas in Spanish are the army working ants, and a parable that even the Bible has used to show us examples of the hardest working creatures on earth. We know that because it's so hard to get rid of them from coming in our homes. But ants have separated themselves in their teamwork and their ability to get things done every minute of every hour and every second. And that's what we are today. We're all hormiguitas. We're all a team. A team united as volunteers for a wonderful cause to support this wonderful charity. So we're here for the same reason. We're givers, we're helpers, we're volunteers. But most of all, every person here has a love to give people hope. If there's one word that I want everybody to take with you when you leave here today, is that word hope. This is the meaning of hope. It's an optimistic attitude of mind based on expectation of positive outcomes related to someone's life. Well, how does that relate to us? Very simple. At some point in all of our lives, we needed hope. We needed that help. We needed someone to provide contribution to us in one form or another. And it affected us, whether it was emotionally, spiritually, or financially. And if it wasn't for that, we would not be here today. As Americans say in America, pass it forward, right? We've heard that. And that's what we're doing today. We're here because we care. And we need to take that as an opportunity. We're fortunate because we can have an impact on some very, very poor people that are in dire need, and to give them hope. When I talked about this charity to my workmates, my customers, friends, family, everybody asked the same question or made a comment. Why Nicaragua? We have needy people in the United States. And a lot of that is true, we do. But here's the difference. We live in the wealthiest, most opportunistic country on earth.
Amen.
So for those that need that help, it's here. We've made that tunnel for them. Nicaragua's not even close. We have things for pets here that supersede what they have in Nicaragua. And when you look at these photos and you see what these people are faced with, where some of the kids at the age of 5 or 6 is when they get their first pair of shoes. Some of these kids eat 3 or 4 days a week. Could you imagine your children next to you not eating for a whole day? It's disturbing at times. Basically, without us, there is no hope for them. I'm going to focus on this question. How does the foundation go about to reach their goals, to help these people up to this point? The co-founder and executive director, who is here, Maria Elena Mendoza, and her best friend, Hazel Orozco, along with many friends for over 15 years, have done this not only on their own, but out of their own pocket, their own time, for that amount of time. So what has happened in the last 15 years, the need has gotten that much greater. Where with that group, they can no longer handle these challenges. They need help. They're reaching out to people like us who care about people to give the needy in Nicaragua that hope. The hope that we have here every day that at many times we take for granted. I want to share some statistics. These are painful, but it's important that we really know in detail what these families go through. This is the poverty in Nicaragua, and I compared this to different countries. Nicaragua is the poorest country, second to Haiti. And we saw in the hurricanes what happened in Haiti 3 or 4 years ago. So the next poorest country is Nicaragua. 43% of them live in rural areas. 80% of the rural area depend on agriculture. That means they get no help from the government. They make their own food. They make their own resources. You can't just walk to Walmart and pick up a gallon of milk. Doesn't exist there. 68% struggle to survive on $1 a day. Imagine that, $1 a day. And that's like a family, not one person. Unemployment rate in the entire country is 12%. 1/3 of the children fail to complete the 6th grade in school. That is it. Could you imagine your children graduating at 12 years of age? Doesn't work. 1/4 of the population is undernourished. 23% of adult population is illiterate. That actually is #1 in the world. 40% are in high poverty. In the United States, 3%. This is the statistic that really did it for me. My passion is for children. Although you're going to notice today, you're going to have options for 3 to 4 charities that you can support. My heart is with the kids. In Nicaragua, and this is from the agency UNICEF, which is United Nations Children Fund Agency. They come up with these statistics. They take all the grants and they try to help where the need is greater. This is their statistic. 22,000 children die daily in Nicaragua. Second to no country on earth. That's sad. That's very sad. But there's good news. All these kids, all these families have hope now. We're that hope. This team today is that hope. And I know many of you are saying, we can't do everything. We're not here to do everything. If we can help one child, that's everything for us. Okay, but we have the opportunity to help more. So don't feel that whatever you're giving is minuscule. It's not. $1 a day is what they live on. Remember that.